Hey you, today I want to talk to you about something that comes up a lot when discussing ADHD, the challenges, the misconceptions and the surprising strengths that make this condition so unique. Let me start with a quick story. I recently came across some comments that really stuck with me. A student's report once said things like, struggles to stay focused, especially if it's something they're not interested in, or susceptible to quitting tasks that don't hold their attention. These comments, though common for people with ADHD, can be just so discouraging. But what if I told you these traits are actually tied to how the ADHD brain is wired and that they come with some incredible strengths too? Let's talk about the brain. ADHD is connected to the differences in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, focus, and impulse control. Now, when this area is overworked, say when someone is forcing themselves to do something uninteresting, it can lead to irritability, messiness, and even poor handwriting. Sound familiar? But here's where it gets fascinating. When the prefrontal cortex is a little sleepy, people with ADHD often entertain all kinds of creative and original thoughts. They're less bound by rules, sameness, and predictability, which can make them incredibly inventive and resourceful. Now, the H in ADHD stands for hyperactivity. But did you know that half of the people with ADHD are never hyperactive? This is why so many people, especially adults and females, don't get diagnosed. They aren't bringing enough negative attention to themselves, so the condition flies under the radar. Another important point, ADHD is often hereditary and genetic. If you have it, chances are it came from one of your parents. But in cases where ADHD isn't obvious in the family, it may stem from a trauma, such as a sports injury, accidental injury, or emotional trauma. Here's a takeaway that I think is worth remembering. People with ADHD aren't lazy or stupid, far from it. In fact, they are some of the most creative and intelligent individuals out there. Their unique brains allow them to think outside the box, solve problems in innovative ways, and approach life with a level of curiosity and energy that's truly remarkable. At Dyslexia Unpuzzled, I work with clients to help them fill the gaps and gain a deeper understanding of important life concepts that sometimes can be missed because of ADHD. Part of this process is learning self-regulation and focus tools that make daily life more manageable. Whether it's breaking tasks into smaller steps, using movement to improve concentration, or developing personalised strategies for emotional regulation. So is ADHD a challenge? Yes, of course it is at times. There is no denying that it can make everyday life more difficult, forgetting appointments, struggling to stay organised, or getting overwhelmed with too many tasks at once. Impulsivity can lead to blurting out thoughts in meetings or classroom, and hyperfocus can cause someone to lose track of time completely, making them late or neglecting other responsibilities. However, is it also a unique talent? Absolutely. Many people with ADHD succeed and thrive in careers that require innovation, problem solving, and quick thinking. Artists, entrepreneurs, musicians, and even top surgeons have ADHD, and their ability to think dynamically is what makes them so successful. Learning to work with your ADHD rather than against it is key. And it takes time and practice and patience and often support to develop strategies for managing focus, impulsivity, and emotional regulation. Without that, ADHD can sometimes lead to erratic behaviour, frustration, or burnout. But with the right tools, it can be one of the most powerful assets a person has. Before I go, I'd love to know what you think. Have you experienced these traits yourself or seen them in someone you know? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's keep a conversation going. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future episodes. Your support helps me reach more people who might need these insights. Thanks so much for listening today, and I'll see you next time.